Hi everybody, this is the Planet Earth here. I just want to tell you what happened today. Man, I fought with the Sprint Retention Department today and we went crazy. I went crazy. So here's what happened. I was asking where my $50 credit was because I had a hard time signing up with Sprint to begin with, right? Because they couldn't verify my identity. So I went and they finally did it an alternative way. But I put a lot of miles on the car going to the Sprint store. So I asked for a courtesy credit. Fine. So the next day I called in. A couple days later I called in and said, so where's my $50 credit? And they put in a credit alert on my profile saying not to give the customer any credits. So I called the retention department. I talked to this asshole from, I don't know wherever he was at, but somewhere in Arkansas or something like that. And I talked to the retention. And he started fighting with me. He started escalating the situation. So I said, I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to smash it inside your Sprint store there. So he said this. He says, why don't you come and fight me? And I said, well, why don't you come and fight me? You see my address on the account. Why don't you come over here to Ohio and kick my ass? So then I said, well, what's your address? He gave me the address of the place he was working at. So then I said, well, I don't like the way you're acting, man. He called me a cracker. When he called me a cracker, that's when I got really fucking pissed. And so we went back at it for about 10 minutes straight. He was cussing me out. I was cussing him out. I told him I fucked his mother, and he told me he fucked my mother. Very strange. He escalated. I got more pissed off. And so I hung up. I called the executive office of Sprint. And when I called the executive office of Sprint, I got on a three-way call with Marcello, Sprint CEO, and Marcello. I recorded the phone call and I gave it to him and I played it on the phone. CEO said fire him. So I talked with the CEO for a few minutes and I talked with the executive department of Sprint, and they were able to give me a $300 credit towards my account and asked not to share that recording with anybody else. So well, I'm not going to do that. I'll honor his wishes. He honored my wish and gave me a $300 credit on my account. The Sprint CEO was very nice. He talked with the executive and said, take that alert off the account. So it was removed. Then he went on to end up giving me a $300 credit. And man, I went crazy though on his ass. I started throwing my phone around the room. I said, I'm going to smash this in your face. Because he was agitating me, saying he was going to fuck my mom. My mom, I don't know how he could. But anyways, he got me mad. I got him mad. He's fired, probably. I don't know, but the Sprint CEO said to fire him. Sprint CEO third-partied a three-way call with the executive relations team. Because of the nature of the call, he had to be called in. And the Sprint CEO eventually said, give him a $300 credit. And I talked to him for a few minutes about everything about Sprint. He says they're working on getting a 700 megahertz spectrum for Sprint, and they're trying to get good coverage like Verizon does with their LTE network. Oh, on LTE Plus and Voice over LTE. I asked him. He says Voice over LTE should be by next year. So Sprint will be getting Voice over LTE by next year. If the Sprint CEO says it, I believe him. But Marcello was nice, and the executive office was very nice. The guy from Sprint, the retention specialist, I don't know if he's still hired or not, but if the CEO says to fire him on the spot to the executive guy, I'm pretty sure that's not going to end well for him. You can't be calling me a racist word just because. And I didn't instigate it. He started instigating, said I had 4 lines on my account when I didn't. And he had up the right account. Ooh, my blood pressure must have been high. We were fighting at it on the phone. We were arguing about it. And we were just cussing each other out. Now, what do you guys think about that? Because that's fucking shit, dude. That was some fucking bullshit. I didn't think I deserved that kind of shit. Especially with all the trouble I had to do just to sign up with them. It was a terrible experience. But finally got everything situated. I didn't even request any credits on my account. They were just for courtesy. So I told him all the drama I went through. But I don't think that was right. At the same time though, I don't think that was right at all. But it's been a good day. But man, that was some fucked up shit earlier today. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here.